Hi there guys and girls. Well, a drone review for you this time. This is the cool little Predator FPV drone from TechRC. What else have you got in the box here? You've got a USB charger, you've got two batteries, there's one that's installed and one loose. They say about 10 minutes flight time and 1 hour charging. Charged by plugging into your PC or phone charger, and it just plugs in here, like so. There's a little red light in that once it's charging. I've actually charged these now and it's ready to go. You've also got a couple of spare props, a little screwdriver, a little bracket here that goes on the transmitter to hold the phone. This is the transmitter, as you can see. It takes 3 AAAs. I've already charged and put in 3 of my old AAAs there. You've also got a little contact card there with email addresses for support, which is always good to have. And of course you've got the manual, which, looking through it, is very good, and it's written in good English. Seems very thorough. Let's take a look at the drone. As you can see, little tiny camera there, prop guards on it, which are always useful. Apparently it does flips, it's got altitude hold, it's got headless mode, which means when it's in that mode, no matter which way it's facing, down on the transmitter control will bring it back towards you, but you have to select that by pressing the button there. I said it's got altitude hold. That will be by barometric pressure sensor in it, which means it will hover as soon as you release the throttle and stay where it is, but it doesn't mean it won't blow away in a strong wind. And I recommend, if you're a beginner to drones, that you choose a day with very little wind for your first flights. You've got throttle up, down and rotate on the left hand control. You've got front, back, left, right on this one. Turn on by pressing power there. Power on the drone. You've got to press it for a couple of seconds. As you can see, lights are flashing on both. Now if you move the throttle up, the lights stop. When you want to take off, I better move that out of the way. Bring the throttle down, bring the throttle up, props are turning. Now if I push the throttle up, which I'm not going to, or press 1 key takeoff, sorry, it's obviously got a time limit on that, press 1 key takeoff, it will take off. And likewise, if I press down, it will land, or bring the throttle down and slowly bring it down. If you do crash, which you probably will, if you go both sticks inwards, you can see it did a beep and a little bit of a flash, and it resets. If you want headless mode, which means it's always going to come back, if it's even facing that way and you pull back, it will come back towards you. You press the left hand button, throttle, and it's beeping, which tells you all the time that you're in headless mode. Press again, you're out of it. You've got flips there, which obviously you need some height to do, and you've got speed there. That's second speed, medium, beep beep beep, that's fastest, and 1 is the beginner one, slowest one. So hopefully you've got that now. Unfortunately the wind's too strong at the moment for me to shoot some test video, but in the meantime I can show you the FPV app. Don't need the transmitter on for that, but I do need the drone turned on. I've already installed a barcode scanner and scanned the QR code in the manual, so it's already installed. To pair it, just go into your Wi-Fi settings. If you can see that, it says Mini RC, connect. It always asks me if I really want to connect. Do I want to connect? Yes. And then if I go into the app and press play, you'll see I'm connected. That's it. Maybe you can see that now. It actually points slightly downwards, which is rather good. But that looks beautifully clear. The app lets you start record, take photos. No doubt that's the folder for your shots or videos. That's a split screen view if you've got FPV goggles. That's tools, reverse, beginner settings and so on. And of course this just fits in. I'll have to be careful how I do this. This just fits in on there like that, so that you can fly and see the FPV view. I'm looking forward to it not being quite so windy, and we'll go out and test this and get a bit of video from it. But all in all, I think this is a great little package for £40. So keep your fingers crossed. I don't think there's anything else I want to mention. Let's hope we get some calmer days or a calmer afternoon, and I might get out and actually try and fly this outside with an FPV view. So fingers crossed. I'll see you in a bit. Right, just a few notes at the end before the test clips. I've had this for a few days now, but unfortunately the wind hasn't dropped a lot. It's been a bit gusty. I've made some test clips flying in my garden, which was tricky because there are quite a lot of obstructions, and I was trying to fly in and out of the bushes and trees, and you'll see a couple of times it did end up in the bushes. So I would recommend, especially if you're a beginner, that your first flights are somewhere nice and open. Of course, make sure you know your local rules about flying drones, because there are things such as the drone code and so on. Nice and open with no wind if possible, and very short grass, so that if it does drop out of the sky somewhere, or you auto land or make a mistake, you'll be able to find it. It survived well. I've flown it quite a lot indoors, and the prop guards work really well. It's great fun to fly. It's £46 on Amazon, but in fact there's a 40% voucher code, which brings it down to £28, which for a drone with FPV and altitude hold, I think is amazingly good. It's really good fun. Good manual, couple of batteries. I was getting a genuine 10 minutes flight time. You'll see on the clips it is quite lively, and it does get blown by the wind because it was gusty and the wind was just all over the place in my garden. But all the same, great fun, recommend it. So that's it for now. Here are the test clips. You'll see there's some FPV footage inlaid in the corner of the video, and I'll show that full screen. If you have found this useful, maybe you'd like to give me a like and a click on subscribe. Loads of stuff on my channel, from radio controlled planes, drones, to me flying paramotors, paragliders, even some sailing and wildlife. So if you're bored one wet afternoon, give it a go. You might find something there to keep you amused. But thanks for watching. Let's get on with the test clips, and hopefully I'll catch you again soon.